The key place to start, measure everything.
I've got a problem with leads. Where should I start?
Measurement. What gets measured gets improved. So if you imagine you've got your market, which is everybody that has a problem that you could solve, but then you've got the people that are actually engaging with the message, the content, the videos, whatever it is that you're putting out there. You call that your audience. Then what I recommend is every single business has some kind of a singular point of contact. Like if you imagine an hourglass, everything funnels through that one point. So if people go to kpiworkshop.com, every couple of weeks, I run a signature presentation which kind of highlights all the key ideas around becoming a key person of influence, introduces our accelerator program, etc. Now, pretty much every single piece of marketing or advertising or content or joint ventures or alliances or referrals or whatever it is invites people to that one singular presentation. I've seen technology companies do it where it's a 10-minute demo video. And so they would take people to their demo page and people could watch that video, but it doesn't matter where they're coming from. They take people to that one page for that one presentation. Mine goes for a couple of hours. Some demo minutes go from 10 minutes. So it doesn't really matter how it's delivered. It's the concept. If you think of Sparta, right? The Greeks were able to hold back the Persians because they occupied the high ground at the gates of Thermopylae.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
So if you imagine every business needs their own gates of Thermopylae where you can kind of bring in the hordes and meet them on your own terms, if that makes sense. You deliver your presentation there. And then what I recommend is that presentation is designed to elicit some kind of an expression of interest, where people go, yep, I'm interested in hearing more. And then from that expression of interest, which would probably a conversation that would happen later, would then turn into an ultimate sale. So anyone that's struggling in terms of generating leads, the first thing I get them to do is to go back historically and try and get as close a snapshot as they can. And if they haven't been measuring this before, it can be difficult, but get as close as they can. Market's very fuzzy. Forget about trying to define your market, but your audience, you can measure. Likes, clicks, views, comments, shares. It's all those vanity metrics. I don't think of them as vanity metrics. I think they're really, really good metrics to know because that's your audience. If you are delivering a presentation in an actual auditorium, right, the people in the room, whether they're talking to their friend or going off to the toilet, you know, that it could still be classified as your audience, even though there's also going to be some that are super engaged up the front, asking questions, etc. So you want that broad view. Then you want to know how many people are coming along to the presentation, how many of those people are then expressing an interest, and how many of those people are becoming sales. Once you've got that mapped, and then you can start tracking those every single week, you can see which is the force multiplier. Maybe you've actually got quite a bunch of people in your audience, but you're not actually sending them to a particular destination where they can become a lead in the first place, right? Maybe when they hit that page, there's not enough credibility, or you're not signaling authority, or you're not speaking to the specific problems that they have, etc. So there's some nuance and devil in the detail, which of course we dive into in a lot of the work that we do. But the key place to start, measure everything.